across Japan, there's locally caught and produced fish and seafood that are really the star products of these regions. And they're called, rightfully so, Pridefish. We're now in Hatsukaichi City in Hiroshima, and we're about to discover their Pridefish, oysters. And I think all these gentlemen are wondering, who is she? What is she doing here? I'm an innocent bystander. The street food is incredible, it's rich and beautiful, and it's very cultural. That's what it is, right? Hi. Thank you. How do I get in? Okay, thank you. Ah! Oh my God. I've never, ever seen oysters being actually hoisted out of the ocean. I mean, like, look at this. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of oysters there. That's unreal. Just pulled out of the water. I think people often talk about oysters in such a glamorous way, but you know, it's hard work. These guys have to come out here. It's freezing in the morning. And what seems to be happening is that the wires, all of this, there are wires in the middle. He's chopping them. The oyster bundles are falling off. Look at all of that. Oh my God. Such a simple, almost old school way of farming them. Oh, wow. These are the ones? Man. Look at that, straight out of the sea. Smells good. Okay, so all those, you know, those stories and the shows that you see where they take it out of the ocean and they eat it straight away, that's not happening today because the master of all of this has said, we need to wash it first. I'm beside myself. This is cool. This is a very, very beautiful place, but I know that it is also a very famous place for oysters. What makes this place so special for growing oysters?
ここは川があって海が穏やかなんですよ。そしてプランクトン プランクトンがいっぱいいる海なんですよ。
What is it about the water that makes the oysters so tasty?
やっぱり川と海山が近くて海も穏やかでこういういかだ式の漁場に適しとるし波がないで閉鎖されとるんですよ。なかなか栄養分が外に出ないで牡蠣がすごく育つ海なんですよ。
How long does it actually take for oyster to grow?
この収穫まで約3年。
3 years. Wow. So you have to have a lot of patience.
そうですね。
Ever find any pearls inside?
ありません。ない。
Maybe today. Today we'll find a pearl. Is there only one kind of oyster farmed here or many different types?
ここは一種類。マガキ。
Magaki oyster.
Magaki oyster.
Okay, so this is the speciality of the area. This is the #1 oyster. Is this also an oyster that is eaten around the world or just in Japan?
世界でも主流ですよね。マガキがほとんど食べれる牡蠣の中で。
It's an elite oyster. I want to ask you also about your business and how long that you have been doing this.
私がもう33年私で自分は今4代目ですか。
You're a 4th generation oyster farmer. Why do you keep doing it?
やっぱり代々お父さんもおじいさんも牡蠣養殖。
You keep it going, carry on, yeah.
そうです。
Well, you get to come here, and it's just so beautiful. Look at everything around you. I'd do it too. Now, of course, you farm oysters all year long because it takes some time to grow. But when do you actually harvest?
R がつく月に収穫します。
Okay, so all the months with R, October, November, December. So we're at the right place at the right time. How many oysters do you harvest a day?
今日の収穫がだいたい5万個ぐらいです。4万個から5万個。
In one day?
One day. そう。
Wow! So the consumption of the oyster is massive. It's really, really big.
毎日このぐらいの収穫をします。
I can't even imagine the numbers. My God. ありがとうございます。Thank you. Thank you. The Pridefish of Hatsukaichi City, oysters. Now, why they're so famous and known as some of the most tasty, the best oysters in the world? Well, the waters here are actually fed from the Miyajima forests, which are just around us. So water comes through, feeds these beautiful oysters, and the world has something amazing to eat. It's so cool to watch this, you know? There's nothing particularly sophisticated about what is really, at the end of the day, a very sophisticated seafood. Harvested out of the ocean on a pulley system, up the conveyor belt, and in it goes to get clean, and that's it. Look at that. Just look at how much there is. I can't get over the fact that they harvest 40,000 to 50,000 a day. So I'm on my way up to the inner sanctum. This is where the rest of the hard work gets done. The gentleman I was on the boat with, his mom is going to show me how to shuck oysters. Hello. Whoa. The next time you eat an oyster, any oyster, but especially the oysters from here in Hiroshima, I hope you realize the amount of work that goes into it. So much handwork, okay?
Hi. 大丈夫。はい。OK。ここに柱がある。そこをめがけて。ここが柱があるから。これが見やすいから。やってみられます？ここ打って、ここ持って、ドーンって打って、ちょっと怖いから。怖い。怖い。い
や。イエーイ！
ちょっと貸して。足打ち貸してちょっとかっこいい。そう。
Each person here will fill 7 to 8 of these buckets in one day. One bucket is 8 kilos of oyster. I think I have a really long way to go. Konnichiwa. How many years have you been doing this?
51。かき打ちしないで51年。
51 years. That's why she's so fast. That's what it is.
いえ、年数は同じです。
ありがとうございます。She's working so speedily. I mean, it's clear that she's been doing it for a long time. When I was walking around, I noticed her, you know, and I'm obviously breaking her flow right now. But it's a very, very interesting process to see. You know, some of the world's most beautiful seafood, fish, oysters, all this comes from Japan, and so much of it is handwork. And by the time it reaches your plate, it still looks pristine and beautiful, just like these oysters. I think I'd have a really hard time not popping a couple in my mouth.
1分、2分ぐらい。一応。
2 minutes?
One
minute? 1 or 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. And do I need to wear the gloves?
これを手袋をつけてください。
Thank you. Okay, so this is really quite a awesome experience, you know, for me especially because I went out on the boat, I actually saw where all these oysters were coming from, and then to come out here and to sit down and actually be able to eat them. They were just being shucked upstairs, you know. It's literally boat, here, mouth. Nice.
じゃあこれ出来上がるまであと3分ぐらいなんですけど、生の牡蠣とか食べてみますか？
Yes, yes, sure. Okay.
OK。じゃあ
Thank
取ってきますね。
Thank you. So I get the bounty. I get to wait while this is cooking. I get to try some raw oysters, which I have just been waiting for this moment today. So just a little bit more. I'm very curious actually about the way in which things are eaten. You know, every country, every part of the world has a different way in which they treat a particular thing. So far, I love this. So I'm really curious to know what it tastes like in its raw form before I actually eat this.
じゃあこれが生の牡蠣ですね。
Okay.
はい。
I have my wonderful friend here to help me pop the oyster back in while I pop this down my mouth. Wow. Starts out, of course, briny and salty. It tastes like what it smelled like to be out on the boat, and it ends with a little sweet note. I've never actually tried that with an oyster before. I never had that experience with an oyster before. And you know, the other thing is when people talk about eating oysters, there's always a lot of sauces and things. There's nothing here, you notice? I've eaten it without any accompaniment. I'm about to eat this without any accompaniment as well. And I think that's the way to really enjoy and savor something that is so beautifully grown in the ocean. It's so amazingly hand-picked. And then you eat it. It doesn't really need anything else. All okay.
All right.
All right, here we go. Ooh.
熱いから気をつけて。
Yeah, hot, no?
Yeah.
So this is what's really interesting. See all that juice inside? Look at that. Look at all the juice in there. So juicy. And I think it's kind of hot as well. Wow.
美味しい？
Is there a way to say major oishi? It's like wow oishi. Even better than the raw one. Can I say that? I love it both oishi. But I'm very curious if there are other restaurants or places in Hiroshima where I can also eat oysters.
イタリアンレストラン。
Italian?
で、私たちが作った牡蠣をそこのレストランが使って料理をしてくれるとこがあるんですけど、行きますか？
Okay, yeah. I'd like to try it.
ミスタートーマス。
That's the name of the restaurant, Mr. Thomas.
ミスタートーマス。
Okay. But before we go there, I need to have one more of this. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. Okay, we need the tongs. We need the tongs.
じゃあ失礼します。
Okay.
じゃあ島田水産さんの牡蠣のスープになります。
So this is an oyster soup?
Yes,
Yeah?
オイスタースープです。
Okay. Come and sit with me,
Oh,
Thomas. Come on.
okay.
You're the man. You have to explain to me. And you only use magaki oyster?
Yes.
Yeah? Why?
Because very good taste, 島田水産 and only one oyster he make.
Just now when we were there, I was eating the oyster, the raw. It's beautiful.
Oh, raw
Yeah,
beautiful.
raw is beautiful. Cooked is beautiful too, so I'm
Oh,
gonna try
thank
this now.
ありがとう。
Yeah, let's see. Oishi.
Thank you, ありがとう。
Yeah, because this oyster is creamy.
Yes, oyster
Yeah.
is very creamy.
Yeah.
Like sea milk.
Yes, and it goes perfectly because the soup is also creamy and a little bit milky, right?
This soup はね、
Yeah.
ローカルポーク。
So this pork is from Hiroshima?
Yes, 広島ポーク。
Beautiful.
と、オイスターを
Goes well together? Okay,
Yes.
then I have to eat it together. It's gonna be a big mouthful, but let's do it anyway. Here we go. Yes.
クラムチャウダーっていうとても有名なスープがあります。
Yeah, so this is like a clam chowder base.
Yes, クラムチャウダーのクラムを change オイスターチャウダー。
Yeah. This is great. So why do you always use his oysters? What do you like about the flavor?
The pure taste.
Pure taste. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And very creamy.
It's true. This is beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
And the pairing together with the pork, that's perfect. I am ready for my next course. Next
Yes.
one. Go for it, Thomas. Go for it. It's lovely.
じゃあ次
He
お願い
really
します。
understands the product as well.
Yeah,
You know,
so it's-
marrying together things that are actually very different. You know, most of the time, at least for me, I like my oysters unadorned. I don't like them baked. I don't like anything on them. But I really appreciate this because he's taken basically what would be a clam chowder base, which is very creamy. He's made it into an oyster chowder. And he's also used other local produce, which is local pork, which marries just perfectly together. Really nice. I wish you could taste this. You're just gonna have to come here. With lots of olive oil.
うん、オリーブオイル美味しいよね。
High five, man.
美味しい
My
よねこれ。
favorite. That's my favorite.
うん。Do you like it? ありがとう。
Yeah. You can eat this if you could. You could eat this in summer as well. It's like a summer dish. It doesn't feel like a winter dish. It's light. And the olive oil, and it's cold. That's the difference. Everything else is warm. This one's cold.
そうそうそうそうそう。
Oh, I would eat this. Oh, it's so good. Chef,
いらっしゃいませ、アニータさん。お待ちしておりました。
good to see you. Now we're on first name basis as well. So, I'm back again to try something new. What do you have for me?
本日はこちらのホッキを使ったぬた味噌和えをご用意いたしました。
Very nice. I'm looking forward to it. Let's go. And of course, I'm thinking about Hatsukaichi City. You know, we went there to really see what their Pridefish is, and their Pridefish are oysters. Such an incredible experience to be out on the ocean. It was so cold, but so beautiful. And to see people who are doing what I think is a craft, you know, harvesting oysters 30, 40, 50 years, and then going up onto the dock and eating the oysters as well. So from that craft to this craft, can't wait.
こちらぬた味噌和えですね。お待ちいたしました。
Beautiful. How to eat this? It's too beautiful. Thank you very much. So I'm sitting in this beautiful restaurant, Waratsumi, and I'm about to taste Chef's beautiful. Well, it's kind of like sashimi, but it's actually been marinated in vinegar and miso and a little bit of wasabi. And these are beautiful clams. That's beautiful. So nice. So fresh. And I have to say, it really is reminding me of my time in Hatsukaichi. You know, we basically saw this wonderful process of harvesting oysters, and then we came onto the dock and we went to the barbecue. We had these oysters, and I came back to Singapore and did exactly the same thing, just to try to recreate that taste sensation. It's been such a treat traveling across Japan to discover Pridefish. And if you've been having quite a treat watching Pridefish Japan, watching me saying oishi about 100 times, you gotta keep watching us, because in the next episode, we're off to Akashi City. So, stay with us.